We discussed the issue of budget, missing budget the other time. Today we are talking about missing deputy governor. So these squabbles that we actually witnessing in the hand of APC, actually, we really need to visit it and visit it right.
If you ask me, I think that it is better to call a speed a speed. And as far as I am concerned, as far as I know, by the provisions of our constitution, yes, it will be wrong to say that a governor can be sworn in without a deputy.
Okay, so what
Yes.
will give? Where are you finding the basis now to argue that what his statement is wrong?
Well, in all fairness to him, I am not saying that his statements are wrong. All I'm just saying is that the situation is a very dicey one, because you cannot come to a conclusion without looking at the facts that led up to it. The fact remains that by the provisions of Section 187 of the Constitution, a governor cannot even be properly, a candidate cannot even be properly nominated for governorship position
we have passed the level of nomination. There was an election.
The point I am making,
what we are now saying is that for a current governor to be inheriting the votes of the man that died. So, as far as I'm concerned, I felt that Mr. Yaya Bello is a meddlesome interloper. He's a stranger to 240,867 votes that were casted by good people of Kogi State. So, if today he only had 6,000 out of the 13,000 votes of the supplementary election, and everything that is having as is standing is just 6,000 votes out of well over close to 300,000 votes, and you are calling yourself the governor of a state, then that should call to a question.
what I will say in response to what you have said, in fact, I have to agree with you, that as far as the parties are concerned, concerning this election, yes, Mr. Yaya Bello did not contest this election. He was not a candidate. He does not even have a deputy. So that by the provisions of the Constitution that I cited, he is not even qualified to be nominated as a governor.
So we should close the program.
Well, no, not really, but we have a problem on our hands.
What's the problem?
The problem we have on our hands is that we have a case of somebody who has been presented by his party as their candidate, when in fact there are people who are the authentic and the original owners of the mandate in question. In this case, I believe that the original mandate owner is James Faleke, who was the deputy to the late Prince Abubakar Audu.
So you agree with me that today's inauguration was...
Hold on. Do you agree with him that James Faleke owns that ticket?
See, it's a very dicey thing. I will tell you.
Okay, so both of you are coming to the same page.
Yes, I will tell you the rationale behind mine. If you check the section 182, subsection 1G of it, you will see that you cannot be employed in the public service simultaneously without you resigning. You now come in that you want to serve in another public capacity. To me, it's criminal. In a normal society where things work right, I believe that Mr. Faleke today should be declared wanted. And I will tell you my reason. For instance, he's currently a House of Rep member representing Lagos State. At that point in time that he was actually filling his form to become a member of House of Rep in Lagos, he was equally filling another one to become the deputy governor in another state. So if you sum these together, it's criminal in nature. So he who comes to equity must come with clean hands.
Unfortunately for you, sir, all you have expressed are mere opinions. Oh. So far, yes, that is what you have just expressed. Oh.
Facts are there. Facts are there. He's a member of House of Representatives in Lagos State. Yes or no? Answer me in straight word. Today is laying claim that he's equally is supposed to be declared as the governor authentic of Kogi State.
Okay, I am aware. Is he a member of the House of Representatives?
In Lagos.
Well, I would say that he was a member of the House of Representatives.
He
is a member of the House of Representatives.
Who is he representing at the House of Representatives?
I think it's the Ikeja Federal Constituency.
So, legally speaking, is it right for him to be... Hold on. Is it right for him to be representing Lagos State, Ikeja Federal Constituency,
at this point,
at the National Assembly, and then still come in...
Just a minute. Just a minute.
Of the Constitution, sub 1.
Okay, hold on.
When you understand? It's like you having... I'm coming so that he can add the whole thing together.
1 second.
He will add the whole thing together.
1 second.
For him to give me a very good answer.
Hold on. Oh. Please go ahead. Respond.
Mr. James Faleke is the member representing the Ikeja Federal Constituency. As we speak now, because the facts I do not have those facts, I cannot categorically say that what he
Then
has
you
done,
admit what I'm saying.
that.
If you don't have the facts, and I'm placing the fact before you, then you agree.
No, you are only making an assertion. You have not
It's an assertion.
You have not placed any facts before me.
The fact is
all
that
you have made is an assertion.
in
that he is both a
2015,
member
James Fadeke contested an election in Lagos State to be a House of Representative member, which peradventure during filling of his form for nomination and the election, he must have done some under oath. You understand? You know the implication as a legal practitioner. You know the implication of lying under oath. Simultaneously is equally in Kogi. How can you even claim that you are from 2 states simultaneously at the same time?
You also know the
If the
you also know
culture of
the implication of
impunity
1 second,
is
gentlemen.
it's not something
Here you are
that
making
you see in
assertions.
this APC.
Easy. Calm down. Respond.
As far as I am concerned, these are mere allegations that he's making. I would have been better. I would have felt better if he had come here under the Electoral Act. For a simple fee, you can apply for the forms that were filled by the candidates, and they will give it to you. It's a public document. Now, if he had come here to say, okay, these are the documents that were submitted by Mr. James Faleke for this purpose, and he is still there, and he has not resigned, and he has not left that office. He is still there, and he is still contesting this other one. Then the facts will be clear to me. But as we speak now, as we are here now talking, it is a matter of assertion. And he that asserts has to prove. He has to prove. And the only place he can go and prove that is in a court of law.
See, without prejudice to several cases pending before the courts, you said with your mouth just now that Mr. Faleke is representing Ikeja Federal Constituency. You said you agree with me. Simultaneously, is laying claim to another mandate in Kogi, a different state. I wouldn't know the number of hours that will take you from traveling from Lagos to Kogi. Simultaneously, on the day of election, where was he on the day of election? Ask yourself.
Well,
Okay.
my response to that is very simple. The facts remain that the elections to the National Assembly and the elections to the Kogi State for the Kogi State governorship elections were not simultaneous.
So within you, what
they didn't
okay,
hold the
gentlemen,
same day.
okay, you
The
know what,
conditions
you know
are
what.
not the same.
Before
conditions are not the
before we
same.
lose
It's not
track,
a
gentlemen,
policy.
And I am very, very sure. You see, you are just making very
we
wild
need to,
allegations. here.
gentlemen,
Which
one
one?
Yes,
second.
you have to show us that the man has not resigned from House of Reps.
Oh.
Yes, you have to show us that before you say that he's laying claim to two mandates.
The House of Representative member, the PDP caucus, they said they should declare his seat vacant.
That is the PDP caucus.
I'm coming. In Lagos, this man refused to resign. And I started the section 182, subsection 1G of it. You have to resign and go and run another election. For you now to be in 2 states together.
All right, gentlemen.
It will
Can
bring
we
equity.
can we now
Must do equity.
can we get to this point? Right now we're not looking at Faleke representing Lagos or Kogi, but you brought that in. Let's go back to what we're looking at. The new governor in Kogi State. He is there he's been sworn in without a deputy.
Yes.
And you say he's dicey. You say he's strictly illegal. So let's get back to that point where we veered off to Faleke occupying seeking to occupy 2 seats at the same time. You say it's an allegation, but let's leave that aside. So let's get back to this. You say it's a dicey situation.
Yes, it is.
Tell us why you say so.
Because ordinarily, by the
Oh yes, it was when you said he's the owner of that ticket that the issue of him occupying a seat in the National Assembly came up.
Yes.
So let's come back to you to respond.
Very well. Now, what I was saying is that ordinarily,